Well, it hasn't happened in this country enough yet, but a mother in California just won a big lawsuit against her school district. The Spreckles Union School District has agreed to pay Mother Jessica Conan $100,000 for the school district encouraging her daughter to live as a boy and keeping it hidden from Conan, the mother. Yes, the group that worked for her, the Center for American Liberty, and helped her with the lawsuit, said that Conan's daughter, Alicia, in the 6th grade, was recruited to join a school equality club where she was inundated with information about bisexuality, transgender identities, and other LGBT concepts. Shortly after joining the club, the school began to foster Alicia's identification as a boy without informing the mother, Jessica Conan. The school required staff to refer to Alicia by a male name, male pronouns, and let her use the unisex teacher's restroom instead of the girls' room. Wow. The daughter has since realized this was not what I wanted to do. The mother and the daughter are seen celebrating in a post. Yeah. Yeah. And the daughter says, I was a girl, and I was Alicia, and it was eye-opening to me because I had an identity for so long that was false. The group, the Center for American Liberty, says these incidents are happening in schools across the country, and I think schools are going to wake up when they realize there's a financial liability at stake here. This is exactly what Jordan Peterson says. Exactly what he says. Let the lawsuits start flying. Find out if your school district, what they do if a child identifies as transgender. Now, they're going to give you a BS answer like, well, it's on a case-by-case basis and this and that. I'm sorry. Parents have the right to know. And by the way, parents have the right to do with that child as they please. And if that means bringing that child to a counselor who will say, and this is what's going on in England right now, well, let's just wait a little bit and see what happens. Not encourage them to transition on the spot under the age of 18, haven't even gone through puberty yet. Or maybe have a conversation with them where this comes up. They're a male, and they have feminine attributes. They may have them. They may be attracted to other men. Maybe that kid is gay. Why not some counseling and allow that kid to develop and grow before you butcher them with chemicals and a knife? And then we'll be watching a story of a kid who said, yeah, and now I want to transition, I want to detransition, and I probably won't be able to have children because of everything they did to my body. That is so sick and twisted. And then, of course, they tell us, well, if we don't do this, the kids will kill themselves. I haven't heard about mass suicides in England. I'll tell you what, while I'm over there, I'm going to be sending back, I always send back a segment every day when we're on these trips. If I hear about mass suicides among kids who aren't being allowed to take hormone-blocking drugs and have healthy tissue surgically removed from their body, I'll let you know. I doubt very much it's happening. A final word when we return. You're listening to The Jim Polito Show. You are not alone.
This report is...
I didn't know nobody, and then I saw you
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are talking about it. But, it was a great book, and I always remember him. So yeah, so that's the way I used
Paul's
to.
confused. I was actually talking about Will.
Don't you need to get back in the arms of a good friend? Oh, 'cause honey, believe me, sure love to call you my girlfriend. 'Cause you got a good thing going, baby. You only need somebody to love. Well, you got a good thing going. You're only looking for someone to love. 'Cause you need to get back in the arms of a good friend. Special effects by lunatic and drinks. The graveyard scene.
Come test drive the 2024 all-wheel drive Sportage.
I go to place. Do you tell him you can't? Then go out of your way to be somewhere any day.
Cents per gallon on your first.
9A to request your free info kit right now.
Paid for by Birch Gold Group.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Would you like to hear the craziest story I've ever had to report on? Glenn Beck. In California, school children will clap and chant to pagan gods for the power to be warriors for social justice. Weekday mornings at 9. So they're chanting, they're clapping to evil pagan gods. It's only gonna get weirder. Gang, we are in biblical-sized trouble. On News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
Welcome back. All right, just want to remind you, you know the porn star. All right, maybe she wasn't a porn star, but the woman who's running as a Democrat for the seat in the House of Delegates in Virginia.